Welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our bi-weekly casual talk fest where we talk about stories and things that have happened in our real lives. If you want to be a part of the show, go ahead and reach out to us on Twitter or down in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe to us if you haven't already, or follow us on any other platform that this podcast may be on. And without further ado, my name is Tay.
I'm Tori.
I'm Tyler. One quick little thing.
Go for it.
Bringing up other mediums in which you may be listening to us, like SoundCloud, iTunes, or Pocket Cast, any podcast app. Please rate us.
We're not on every podcast app, Tyler.
Nearly.
Pretty much.
Nope.
I have 4 different podcast apps, and we're on all of them.
Really?
Yeah, because the RSS feed just spits them out to almost all of them.
I didn't connect it to any of those.
It spits them out.
Whoa.
Go ahead,
everywhere.
please rate us. I know that sounds like a stupid thing that every single podcast says, but it's because it helps more people find the show. When it gets a rating, it gets spotlight featured sometimes. So please help.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So anybody,
Anybody,
guys.
So
yeah.
anyway, how are you guys? Just real quick before we get into the album.
Bad. You?
big mad.
Wow, I had a good day.
That's great.
Actually, no, that's not true. I had to deal with some insurance shit, but we can get into that
Life
later.
insurance. That's why you can't kill your wife before the 5-year mark. You have to wait until the 5-year mark. Then you can cash out easily.
So anyway, let's talk about an album.
Is that true?
Yes. Tori, you had the album this month.
I did. I went with something a little unconventional this time. I went with a game soundtrack for Florence by Kevin Penkin.
And I'm pissed about it because I thought next month I was going to be like, ha ha ha, I'm going to flip it around on them and do a game soundtrack. I was like, I'm going to flip the switch on them.
Are you still going to do it, or can we know, or are you going to wait a couple months?
I'm gonna wait.
You're going to sit on it for a minute?
I'm going to sit on it now because we can't do 2 game soundtracks in a row, you
This is
fucker.
fair.
Yeah, so I just thought it would be an interesting thing. So it is, Florence original soundtrack by Kevin Penkin. And I want to get out ahead of this, and I know that the sort of tempo and like feeling of it can be a little bit cheesy at times, but to me, I love this album because I think the strings are incredible. And it's also very simple. It's broken down to like 1, 2, maybe 3 instruments at a time, and it's like very just simple and kind of
It's fucking adorable is what it is.
Yeah, I think so too. And I couldn't stop listening. At first I was like, I liked the game. It sounded good in it and stuff. And I was like, I kind of want to listen to that again. And then I just started listening to this soundtrack all the time.
Straight up, I bought this game on my lunch break today and played through all of it.
It's a fantastic game.
It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah, I think the strings are incredible. Like, I am a sucker for a cello. Is it a cello,
It's a
Tyler?
cello.
Okay, yeah, I'm a sucker for that. And I think the music, you can kind of, in the way it continues like pretty much one theme throughout every song, but it changes in the mood and feeling and how they present it. You can kind of feel the story happening, I'm sure, even before you played the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So
like even just like the song titles, like fucking Florence, Adult Life, Memories, Music,
yeah,
Crash.
You can see it kind of
there's a story
following that
there,
arc
yeah.
and everything. So I just couldn't stop listening to this soundtrack, and I was like, well, if that's all I'm listening to right now, it's got to be album of the month for me.
Yeah. I really liked it because, like, especially since I listened to it at work today, it's such a nice, pleasant sound throughout the entire fucking album.
Absolutely.
Even with the songs that are supposed to be, like, the bad parts of the game, or it's just like, oh, they're fighting.
The dark parts, yeah.
It's like, oh, no, this is a nice, happy song, even though it's got, like, a minor key to it, you know?
And it's just a good theme. Like, it is... Even though they kind of have like, there's only like 2 or 3 themes through the whole thing, but they're all good, I think.
Little fun fact for you.
Yeah.
When the string is plucked like that in a lot of these songs, it's called a pizzicato. And it is a wonderful motif that they keep out throughout the entire soundtrack of just, you know, this big swells of the cello, and all of a sudden it'll drop off into a piano and then plucking on the cello.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I love it.
Pizza.
Okay, music douche.
Says the one with 2 fucking private school music degrees.
Tyler, you
I
once
didn't-
described an album on this show as, I see it as the singer floating on a sea of influence.
Influenza? What?
Nice.
Floating on a sea.
Wow, Tyler. Way to get your way out of that one. Go. What did you think of this one?
Get your
You
flu
were
shot
the
at
one I was most
Walgreens.
worried about with this one, because I knew you'd be like, sucked.
So the pizzicatos.
So the pizzerias weren't even very tasty. I'll say it.
So the Totino's pizza rolls in this song. I didn't even know what Florence was. I listened to it before I looked that up because I was like, I just kind of want to see if I can figure it out
going
just
blind.
from listening to it. So I listened to it, and then I originally thought it was a movie soundtrack because it very much like follows that like, format of like following along like a common theme and instrumentation throughout it. And I thought like just the way that it was like composed, it was a movie score because it doesn't sound like, there's like not action bits, but you kind of know what I mean. More like high intensity moments or like lower droning moments. But I looked it up after and I was like, oh shit, it's a game soundtrack. And I think I looked a little bit up about the game, like not much. I just saw like a Polygon article about it. And I think that was probably what they were going for, was make it feel more like a movie than like a game.
Because it's a very
almost.
Directed game. It's not, there's no branching paths or roaming an open world or anything. It's a mobile game.
Yeah, they call it a puzzle game, but it's like, those aren't puzzles. It's
Not
like,
really.
It's like context.
They're good mechanics, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, for real.
But as like the music as a whole, what did you think about it?
Yeah, no, the first two songs I was a bit sketched out over because I felt like I had just hit the pause button on Kingdom Hearts 2 and I was listening to like the pause screen music.
Yeah, because the first two are just kind of like short looping.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Am
I in for 40 minutes of this?
well, no, it was just like, did I like accidentally play the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack or something? This is very similar. But then as it kept going, I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. This is really good. And then like Tay had mentioned, the motifs they kept going back to and the instrumentation is super simple, but it all feels like it could be like soloed, like none of that was written down. Like it's played almost like pure emotion playing. Like it's not any written music. It feels like it's like time-based and like what they're playing, it feels like it's all soloed on emotion only, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I forget what the title of the song is, but back in high school when I was in orchestra, we had this kid named Carter who was a fucking prodigy on the cello.
Dick.
And he was playing this one song for solo and ensemble that sounded like this style, but it was like way more intense. Like technically speaking, it was probably one of the hardest songs I've ever heard in my life at that point. And he played it so well. And like when I listened to this soundtrack, it brought me instantly back to when I was listening to that song. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. It was like Let Go or like Moving Out or like Let Go. It was one of those ones where the cellist was going just fucking ham at that thing. Yeah. Like really just like scratching those fucking strings, like moving up and down the neck. And it was just like, oh, damn, this must be a really intense, sad part. Like it really guides you through all the emotions of the game. Yeah. Like it was, I feel like I got a story just from listening to it.
It's not really, it's not hiding it. It's not being like overly direct. It's like this, it just is part of the story.
No.
And like it's right there sitting front seat.
And I mean, we've talked about this before, like game soundtracks are some of the best composed music.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's like, I mean, you made a documentary on it. Like, it's some of the best shit out there. And it's like, man, how is this not like, how do you not hear about this more? How is it not more widespread that like, hey, this is some of the best like recorded music happening right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's a shame. If you're gonna give this soundtrack a listen to, I would say Memories is like the one that's the first one where the cello comes in and it just is like beautiful. It's so good. So Memories is really good. First Dates is really good.
First Dates was really good. I really liked Moving Out, Let Go, and I think it was Dreams. I also really liked.
Dreams is really good.
Yeah, Dreams is amazing. Yeah, it's fantastic soundtrack. Fantastic game.
Yes, fantastic game.
Check that. It's only a $3 mobile game of the year. Yeah. So worth listening to the music, though, definitely.
I've paid more on Steam for games that I thought were worse than this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great game. Uses the platform well.
I'll buy it.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Do it.
Okay, shit.
All right. Well, that's album of the month.
All right.
Go.
Thanks for watching.
and
Bye,
listen.
everyone. We'll see
ya.
you next time.
Bye-bye.
Smash shit.
Now,
All right. I have a topic.
before we get into anything else, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
God.
But
What's
before
up,
we get into
Alex?
anything else,
Hey, Alex.
I have some dire information to present to you today. The globalists are trying to take over. Attention, gamers. You are in grave danger. You see, EA came out today, and they announced that their popular game, Overwatch, contains a character that is inherently, by choice, gay. They are in the game, they are gay, and they are trying to turn you gay as well. The globalists are trying to make sure we're all gay so none of us can reproduce. Okay? And here's the thing. Here's the worst thing about it. And EA makes me so mad. Because EA is forcing you, if you want to make any of the players straight anymore, it's a microtransaction. You have to buy straight characters. Gamers, we are under attack. We are at war. Okay, gamers? So we need to rise up. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. Okay? Now, gamers out there, you need to revolt. You need to take all your controllers and you need to use the lessons you've learned from your games and go to EA headquarters and we need to take them down, okay? Okay. I think
You
I
back?
delivered the news.
No,
We're ready.
It's still Alex. Alex is still here.
I'm pretty pissed. They make you buy straight characters with microtransactions. Gamers are under attack. They're trying to push
Alex,
the liberal agenda.
Alex, how much is one of these microtransactions to buy a straight
It's
character?
$50.
$50.
$50 to buy a straight white character.
What? But why does it have to be a straight white character, Alex?
Because the globalists and the SJWs are trying to invade your mind with liberal powers. Okay? And they want, by their logic, okay? And it is logic, that they're going to make you witness all these gay characters interacting and instead of shooting each other, they're all going to be kissing right in front of you. And then, by seeing that and reinforcing it in your brain, they're trying to force gamers to be gay, okay? And then you have to pay a microtransaction to be straight yourself.
Well, Alex, why is gay in gamers then?
Folks, the globalists have been plotting this all along. That's just proof right there, okay? I'm glad you're starting to see the truth. See, the global elitists have been trying to make gamers gay
Global elitists.
forever. And Hillary Clinton and her liberal agenda are behind it. They're trying to turn gamers gay. That's why it's in the name, okay? So we need to be real men of the wilderness and throw out your consoles and
That
your
is-
PCs.
That's a completely different stance of what you had earlier. It was gamers rise up together.
Yeah, rise up. And don't play games anymore. Don't pre-order them. It's
Rise-
bullshit.
Rise up against gays?
Yeah.
EA. EA is bad.
E-gay? Huh.
There we go. Now you're onto something.
Okay, Alex. So what you want us to do as gamers is to...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't use that word if you're not a real gamer, okay? Say person of play.
Okay.
I'm pretty upset that you threw in a hard R with that too.
Look.
Person of play!
All right, Alex.
Please don't laugh. This is serious business.
Alex. As a person of play, what you want us to do is to meet up with other people of play, revolt against EA, throw all of our consoles out, and live in the wilderness as quote-unquote manly men.
Yes. Just getting a big group of men and you go out into the wilderness. Okay? No women allowed.
But Alex, I see where you're going with it. I get it, and it does make sense. But is not being lost with a group of men, a large group of men, in fact.
No, it's in our blood. It's in our DNA. It's in our genes, okay? Hunters. That's what we used to be. Think about it. 5,000 years ago, we were roaming the wilderness, okay? We were hunting mammoths. We all had spears and rocks, sleeping in caves, okay? That's what we did to survive. It's in our DNA. It's our blood. Now, what you can do to restore some of this blood. I'm drinking some shapelessgaming.info life TV toxins right now. We put it in the tea, and it'll boost your testosterone levels, and you're gonna put on 45 pounds of muscles, first dose guaranteed, okay? You're gonna drink this, you're gonna feel powerful, you're gonna feel, I don't even need to play games anymore. So go to shapelessgaming.info life TV /T to buy some tea male toxins made of real men, made with bits of real men.
Well, this has been really fun, but I think I want to do something else now. Do you?
All right.
Do you want to do a little game I made?
I'll play ball.
Oh, see you later, Alex. Thanks for coming by.
I just want to read some movie titles that I've written down. They're not real movies. I made up the movie titles.
Oh, this is going to be fucking great.
But I just want to see if you guys can tell me what the plot of these movies would be.
Do you
I
have
don't
a
know.
plot in mind?
No.
Okay.
No, we're
Not trying to hit what you think. We're just making it up.
We're just gonna make it
I'll
up.
play.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll play ball.
I got 3, all right?
I'll play with you.
It's the first one.
I really want to play in this ballpark.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to play ball.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
The first movie that we need to come up with a plot for the studio. Teen Machine.
Teen
Machine.
Machine.
It's
What is Teen Machine about, guys? What's the IMDb write-up for this one?
Okay, so Teen Machine follows a group of teenagers who all got detention, and they have to stay at school on a Saturday.
Okay.
And
It sounds a lot like another movie already, but
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
I know it sounds a lot like 16 Candles, but
not the right film by that guy, but go on.
so all of these kids get detention, and all of these teens are different. You got 4 teens. You got your jock, you got your popular girl, of
course.
You got your nerdy guy, and
Is there a rebel in there?
you got your stoner.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you got all these people, and you got your big old lazy principal who's coming in on a Saturday, and he's taking a snooze in his big office chair watching the game on the TV because you know damn well he's not going to miss a game of college football on Saturdays.
You can't miss that.
No, you can't miss that.
You
have to
can never
respect
see him
it.
again.
So he's in his office, and all these teens get an idea where, hey, let's sneak out during detention, and then we'll just come back before 2:30, and bada bing, bada boom, we got detention, but we never really had detention. So these teens go out, and they have a wild day of partying and going to the fair that's in town for this day only
Okay.
because plot reasons. So they all go to the fair. They're eating their cotton candies. They're drinking their root beers. They're drinking their floats and eating their coney dogs. And in one of the coney dogs, there's a bit of metal. But it's
Okay. Like
and
sharp
at
metal
first-
or
yeah,
like
it's like a shard of
like a razor
flat.
blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these teens are chomping down, and lo and behold, they bite into this piece of metal, and they're like, "Ow, that really hurt! I just bit into this."
Okay. I thought it was
big
going to
chunk
hurt
of
them a
metal.
lot more.
Oh, it hurts. And
Oh, okay.
they spit it out, and they see this glowing yellow rock as a bit of the metal,
Ooh.
and they're like, "I'm gonna sue the living shit out of you. My dad's a lawyer."
Oh,
And they get in a fight with the hot dog man, and as they're
They fist fight the hot dog
as
man.
they're beating the shit out of the hot dog man, the jock goes to take one big punch,
Yeah.
and he winds up his fist, gives him the old pow right in the kisser. Yeah,
Yeah, that
and
kind of thing.
the hot dog man explodes on it. He just obliterated.
Yeah.
Like he's just a pile of goo after he touches him. And they all run away because they're all accomplices to murder. And they're like,
of course.
well, this would be way worse than detention.
Can't sneak out of prison.
No, you can't do that unless the warden's watching the big game on Saturday.
then you're good to go.
But they run away, and they're in this cave where they find all these cave drawings, and there's like some
okay.
yellow chalk on it. And they see this big cave print of these stories, and it's the story of ancient people where if they bit into this yellow metal rock thing, they get the superpowers of the giant robot machines that were there to fight off the dinosaurs 2 billion years ago. So eventually these teens have to come together and realize their true powers
Did they all have the medal?
Yeah, they all
every single one of them
had the medal in their Coney dogs.
Why were they in the Coney dogs to begin with?
Well, because the hot dog man is secretly, it's a good thing they pulverized him to goo because he had a little walkie-talkie on him that was signaling for the evil alien dinosaurs, opening a portal for them to come back to Earth.
Right.
So
To kill the last people.
yeah, to kill the last
power.
people. So
Gotcha.
as they're coming out of the cave and they realize their true powers and what they are meant to do, a big portal opens up in the sky and these dinosaurs fall out. And, you know, they're going to town, mauling people and ripping them up.
Oh yeah, they're biting them and
Yeah, they're biting them like they're little Coney dogs. And the teens try and fight these dinosaurs on their own.
okay, of course.
But their powers alone aren't enough. So then they put their fists together and they turn into one giant robot. One
Yes.
giant robot teen.
You brought it home,
The
Tyler.
teen machine. And they even have themselves a catchy slogan. There's that moment in the movie where they're like, whoa, it's like we're some sort of big teen machine. And bada bing, ding, 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 ding. That's the title of the movie.
Yeah,
So they
there you
got
go.
around to saying it.
That's right. And then everyone
that
when
makes
you,
everyone in the theater give
they're
the
like, yeah, they said the thing, and
that gives them all the
they are the
yeehaw
teen
moment.
machine. They found it. They made
And then
it.
they're fighting all these dinosaurs, but then as they're fighting them and they're getting down to the last you know, they're doing really good at first.
They're punching the shit out of those.
They're
dinosaurs.
punching the shit out of those dinosaurs. And then at one point they get to the King Boss dinosaur, who's named King Boss Dino. He tells the teens, are you sure you want to go into this? Like, you don't even know the true history of the teen machine. And then he recants to them that the teen machine was responsible for almost eliminating all humans, and that King Dino Dad Dino is actually their father.
How long is this movie?
Whoa, yeah. What's the runtime on this?
4 hours, 45 minutes.
Jesus, God.
And it's actually action the whole way, so there's no spots for pee breaks.
No. And then he tells them, Teen Machine, I am your father. And the teens,
Whoa.
they don't know what to do because they are they're in that big moral dilemma.
Right.
And they get knocked to the ground and, you know, you think it's over. But then,
How big is the teen machine?
it's pretty big.
Okay,
It's, if you want to think of anything in your head that's big, it's that big.
gotcha.
And these teens get knocked down. They get separated. They have some arguments. They go back to detention. They're not talking to each other. And the dino is just ripping apart humanity. And then...
But they had to make sure not to get caught
Yeah.
skipping detention.
Yeah, and then they realize that, no, we can't do this. So the nerd gives an inspiring speech, and he smokes himself a fat doobie with the stoner kid.
To
So
show
they have
solidarity.
to have that come together moment. And the popular girl says, you know, I don't even like being popular. And the jock says, my dad is the only one who pushes me into doing better. And sometimes I get really mad at him.
Do you think the teen machine, as big as it is, smokes a giant doobie in the movie?
Wait for it.
Okay.
Please,
Okay.
I'm not done with my
Sorry.
movie yet. This
Sorry.
is my cinematic vision. Are you going to tell J.J. Abrams what to do?
If you're the
if I named
you're the
this one-
producer,
Yeah.
yes.
Then executive producer J.J. Abrams. He's executive.
After they have this come together moment, and who comes in but famous celebrity Molly Ringwald.
No.
And she tells them, Teen Machine, you have to get back out there. You have to fight. And they're like, our fighting days are behind us.
So does everyone already know that they're named Teen Machine?
They announced it.
They had planes fly with the big banners. That's a
Yeah,
Teen
well,
Machine.
like, I mean, when that big, animation came up and they were like, Teen Machine, everyone heard them.
Oh, okay. They just yell it really loud.
Yeah, they just yell it. Every time they, finish, a big punch, they're like, Teen Machine. So everyone kind of knew.
Yeah. Every time they
was
finish
implied.
anything, really,
Yeah.
they yell it.
So
Teen
Molly,
Machine.
Molly Ringwald comes in and she says, Teen Machine, you need to get back out there. Humanity is dying. And the teens all say that business is behind us. And then Molly Ringwald says, you don't understand. They have your wife.
Whoa.
And the Teen
plot
Machine
twist.
has to get together and
Yeah.
then fight Big Dino
Wait,
King
hold
Dino.
on.
Is it one of their individual wives or is it the Teen
The
Machine?
Teen Machine's wife was kidnapped by the dinosaurs, by Big King Dino. And then
Are you writing down plot holes to this?
Oh no, don't worry about it.
the Teen Machine fights the big old dino. They win. They give their giant robot wife a big old smooch.
Okay.
They smoke a fat giant robot doobie, and then they get back to school. They as they're walking back inside, they don't even realize, oh shit, we're supposed to be in detention. So they were pretty loud, and the principal comes out, and he doesn't even know anything that was going on because he had the game really loud, and he says,
Gotta have the game
"Did you
on."
guys sneak out? That's another detention on Saturday." And then they all look at each other, and they're like, "Whatever." Like next Saturday, and then they're like, "Same thing next Saturday, guys." Same thing. Teen Machine, and then credits.
That's pretty good.
So
That's pretty good.
you're proposing a movie
Yep.
that is part Breakfast Club, part Transformers, part Jurassic Park, part Power Rangers, part Godzilla, and part Wife of Frankenstein?
No.
This is an original IP.
No, this is totally original.
Okay. Well, then it's greenlit. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Tay, you wanna do a movie title?
You wanna...
I'll do the next one, yeah, if we're going to trade off.
Okay. Okay.
Hit me up. Give me this title.
I'm trying to pick which of the two I want to give to you.
Do it.
The Longest Toss.
Now you can go any number of ways on this. it can be a big old football toss. It can
Tay, I want you to
it can be a
tell-
biscuit tossing.
I want you to tell me about The Longest Toss.
Okay.
which way are you gonna take this?
The Longest Toss. Hold on.
Who's to kind of spark your fluids here? Who's gonna star in The Longest Toss?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm getting there. So The Longest Toss is a story about an elementary school kid named John.
Okay.
And John, he's a pretty cool kid, you know, he's pretty active and everything like that in his school. No. Anyway,
Did you fucking raise your hand? Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I have a...
So anyway, John, one day they go to gym class, you know, as you do as an elementary school.
Right.
And the gym teacher's like, all right, everybody, we're going to practice for track and field day.
Okay.
And John's like, what the fuck is that? That sounds amazing.
Damn, he's a hardcore little kid.
Yeah, he is.
The fuck is that, gym teacher?
his dad was in the
Fuck you, too.
His dad was in the military. So anyway,
Sailor's Mouth.
dimension.
yeah. So fucking the gym teacher's like, all right, we're gonna practice all these different events, and all the events go well. You know, you got like the 50-meter dash or whatever it is.
Well, there's a lot of little kids running. They're running pretty good, too.
Yeah. And then comes the foxtail, and John picks up that foxtail.
What's the foxtail?
Look it up. He picks up
It's the baseball thing with the almost like kite attached to the back of it.
yeah,
Oh,
you,
okay,
like,
okay.
swinging around and go.
Gotcha.
Or it's a furry tail.
So anyway, John picks up this foxtail and immediately feels something. He's like, "What is this?"
Like an electric shock through his body almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gym teacher's like, all right, John, you're up. And John takes a step back. And it almost takes off like a propeller.
Yeah.
And he fucking launches this thing.
Uh-huh.
And it takes the gym teacher's hat clean off.
I thought you were about to say it takes the gym teacher's head clean off.
No, it takes his
John
hat
is
clean
wanted
off.
for murder.
And it flies into the air. It goes for, who knows, miles. And everyone's like, what? And everything.
Yeah.
And then the gym teacher looks at John and goes, yeah, you got something, kid. And then the rest of the film is about the story of John growing up to be a professional foxtail thrower.
Oh, he like takes him under his wing, sort of. He like
Yep.
mentors
Yep.
him up through the foxtail.
Because you find out that the coach used to be a foxtail champion, but ever since his shoulder gave out,
Okay, I got you now. So he's kind of like living vicariously.
yep,
And then do they have a big fight?
of course.
Yep.
There's got to be.
So what are they getting the big fight about? So I'm guessing he's about to go into foxtail tossing the Olympics for foxtail tossing.
Yes.
Yep.
And he's like, Coach, give me the solid.
Is John still in elementary school at this point?
No, he's a teenager.
Damn.
At this point. It takes years to become a foxtail master.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a teenager at this point. and his coach is getting up there in years, because he was like, what, 50 when he started teaching him. And so it comes to that critical moment right before the event, like, coach, I need to change foxtails. I need the solid core.
Is there...
You be the coach.
I be the coach?
Yeah.
John, I've been in the game too long. I know how this goes. You can't change your foxtail at the last minute, John. We've been training with the hollow core for years. You want to ruin years of training just to go back to base one? I won't have it, John.
Coach
You're
Griswold.
going to be the best. You're going to be the best, and I'm going to be the best. We're going to show them.
This isn't about you. This is about me.
Everything that I've done has been for you, you ungrateful piece of shit. Okay? Now you're gonna get up there and you're gonna throw that foxtail and you're gonna wow the people and you're gonna be on the Wheaties boxes and I'm gonna be holding your hand and we're taking home the gold.
No, Griswold.
Where are you going?
I'm
Where
done.
are you going, John? John! Get back here, John! John!
So yeah, that's the longest toss.
And then, like, after, of course, it's gonna be like he's gonna win
It's
the
been
gold.
4 years because he actually skipped out on that Olympics. He left. And
He comes back.
yeah, I think he comes back in. I think when Coach
like-
Griswold tries to reconnect with John, he finds where he's been staying, and John is super addicted to heroin. And he can't throw with his right arm anymore because he's got too many needle holes in it. So
yes.
it's almost like his arm is Swiss cheese.
They teach him how to
big
do it.
holes.
They teach him how to do it southpaw, and
Well,
throws
first he's got to
throws
get
a-
him clean.
He throws a big old gold medal. No,
He's got to be clean first.
he stays on
He
heroin.
he can't be doping during the Olympics.
That's not doping.
Well, I mean, if they find anything in your system, you're disqualified.
But what if
You got to be clean as whistle.
John wanted to rip a few dubs?
He can't. So that's the problem. Is he's got to bring him to rehab, and then there's that whole painful scene at rehab, and John chooses to huff cigarettes now, and then he goes back to the Olympics as a lefty, and the competition is fierce. You have
A lot of people can throw those
a
balls
lot of
pretty damn
people
far.
a lot of people can throw those balls pretty damn far. So Tori, pick up on the. I'm going to pick back up. You
so
kinda
like
continue.
he's kind of getting him through again, and they end up working together, and he's listening to the coach this time, and he's ready. He's up there. This is the main event.
Mm-hmm.
He finally steps in. Did you have something?
Yep.
You seemed like you were just really like, hey, make this about me more again.
Well, I told you to pick up, and then I pick up.
Oh, okay.
So the competition is pretty fierce this year. Like in this Olympics, you got Ivan Drago, who's also a foxtail prodigy, very similar to John, and Ivan, he's ripped, he's shredded.
Of course he is.
He's hot.
Yep.
He's got frosted tips. And he's super Russian. So it's kind of that classic story of Russia versus America. And they get up there, and Ivan, he's playing dirty tricks. So when he's winding up that foxtail, he hits John in the back of the head with that core, that solid core. And his previous throws were so good that he doesn't even need to make up with that third throw. Like he can just sacrifice that just to knock out the competition. And John doesn't like people that play dirty. Because he plays for the American side, which is the good side.
That's true. That's just a true thing.
Tay, you know how this ends? This is your movie.
Yeah, I know exactly how this ends. He goes into the locker room before his event, and Coach, I forgot his name. Coach Griswold is standing there, and John's all like, "Coach, I can't do it. I got a concussion. I can't throw straight." And the coach is like,
I can't.
Coach is like, "Look, I'm not supposed to do this for anybody, but for you, I'll break the promise."
Uh-oh.
He touches his head, and then we smash cut back to the foxtail ring, and the announcer is going, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we may have a disqualification. Oh, no, there he is, John, the USA prodigy, throwing the foxtail." everybody loses their minds. And he kind of stumbles out of the locker room. He picks up the foxtail, and it's all in slow-mo. And it cuts over to Coach Griswold. He's like, yeah.
This is his last throw, too.
This is his last throw. It's all on this. Yeah. And it leaves his hand.
And we get those like 4 different like angles of it leaving his hand, and it's all slow-mo. And it's just totally silent, no soundtrack. You can just hear this like...
And as it's traveling, it cuts just around all the other people, right? There's Griswold looking up. There's John being all like, ugh. And there's Ivan Drago being like, brr. And Ivan Drago's coach being like, meh. And it cuts to where Ivan's landed, right? And there's the foxtail still there, because how else are they going to fucking measure it, right?
Yep.
And you can see John's come in and bounce off of Ivan's, causing Ivan's to roll back like an inch and his to go like another 2 feet.
And he wins, and he gets the gold, and they're on the Wheaties box.
But as he's going, it does like the couple months later or whatever thing, and he's living good now.
He's dead.
He's now like coaching. He's taking kids under his wing and teaching them how to do it, and he's not going to compete anymore. And you see him like, hey, no, I can't stay. Sorry, I got to get going. And he's taking a little walk, and he has a box in his hand, and you're like, oh, I wonder what it is. And he goes up to a door, knocks on it. Mr. Griswold opens up, and he hands him the box. Mr. Griswold, what is this? Unwraps it, opens it up. It's the hat. It's the hat that he took off.
Oh, damn.
Oh!
Credits.
That's good.
Oh, it's so good.
That's good.
Whew. So that's the longest toss.
That's the longest toss, Tyler. So, I mean, like, do we even have time for the third? Like, or do you guys have other topics we need to get to right now?
We have plenty of time.
I have a similar topic.
Okay.
Did you want to go on?
I don't know. I'm not as confident. I'm not as confident about the third title.
Okay, yeah.
The first two definite winners.
Yeah, come up with more. That's a good bit. I like that.
Okay, all right.
Mine is similar.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that both of you have listened to the 24-hour playlist on YouTube of the lo-fi chill hip hop beats.
Oh, the one
shit.
that got like the girl like.
Yep.
Yeah, and she like flips over when she's like halfway
that's
through
my
the
shit.
page. Yeah, it's great. Have you ever looked at some of the titles to those songs?
Yeah, I love them.
They are the most pretentious bullshit.
Yeah,
What are they?
Love them.
It's like,
never.
fuck. It's like
Like-
the rain today is quiet and shit like that.
It's like sayings or something.
Yeah.
It's like shit that people would put with an Instagram post.
Yeah, very
let me
much so.
let me look this up.
Yeah,
because
look
I got
them
a-
up.
I got a
I
whole
gotta pull up
saved
some examples
playlist.
too.
I got a whole saved playlist of this thing. So tired of everything.
Yeah, so they're all like that, right? So I started doing this bit with a friend of mine where we just come up with like bullshit names for them, like my dog's name is Indiana and so is mine.
I wasn't allowed to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway as a child.
Homework is for
That's a real title.
homework is for people who don't dream.
Are these ones you made up?
Yeah, these are ones I made.
Nice.
See, it's so hard to tell, right? When you just fucking make them up like this.
I
It's
fell in
so
love
funny.
with you one night in September.
If cigarettes could talk, I wouldn't need friends.
Bike rides on the block.
My dad left me for a PB&J and IV.
I'm not as lonely anymore as I was before I met you.
I want to fuck the goat from Undertale.
The girl I haven't met on the rainy day.
My dog peed on my work uniform.
I peed and farted and shitted at the same time.
It's my money and I want it now.
Yeah, those lo-fi names, I love them.
Dude, my personal favorite that I've ever come up with for a lo-fi name is my therapist says I have depressive tendencies.
Honestly, you could take any 1975 album and put it as like a title for lo-fi anime chill songs. I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. or
hell?
A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships.
Those are 1975 songs?
Albums. Or Music for Cars.
Yep.
It's good shit.
So yeah, that's a good that's a good bit that me and my friend.
That is-
I need to. Are the titles like on the?
Oh yeah, it shows
If
it.
you just watch it, it says
If you
what's
watch it,
up.
it's in like the top left hand corner.
Okay.
And yeah, some of them get really pretentious and like, especially like the one word ones that really get me, like help or
Wet.
snowfall. Yeah, like wet. Like that
Love
shit
you
gets me.
/ hate you.
Oh God, it's like the she's broken, he's okay, but song.
I
Yeah.
don't care. Those songs are fucking
Yeah,
good.
no, they're great. And I think that like
Do you study to them?
the next step in this game, the next step of
I study them as if they were the blade.
the next step in this game of just like coming up with random titles is to like figure out what sample you would use in the song.
Ooh, yeah.
Because like some of the samples in those songs are wild too. Like I was listening to one the other day where it was, just like a chill hip hop beat, obviously, and like the record or whatever, the record hissing or whatever. And in the middle of the song, just in the background, I heard the Super Smash Brothers announcer from Melee go, "Choose your fighter." And then like the beat dropped and I was like, all right.
Yeah, they have really cool samples. I love them. That's why they'll never make money though, is because they're never going to get those samples
Oh yeah,
cleared.
never.
But I just want to imagine it's one guy making the music as they need
live.
it. So he's like, okay, there's that one. Shit.
Oh yeah, with the live stream, that's funny.
Yeah. This okay. I bought myself 3 minutes. Okay. Fuck. Smash Brothers, get in there. I don't know. Sure.
So real before we move on, I want to hear your examples.
The thing is, like, I don't have enough context. Like, I don't know this well enough. So, like,
Yeah, I'll start. You ready? My beer tastes like you.
Your hair smells like her feet.
Manhattan is like the skin of the earth. I don't know.
That was all
About all
right.
I got.
That was all
It's
right.
decent.
Yeah,
For some reason, I couldn't get Manhattan out of my head.
that's fine.
Never can, you know?
What?
I was got.
Sharpened pencils make my heart bleed. Just think of the most pretentious shit you
Yeah,
can think of.
I can't. Tyler.
Oh, whoa! All right.
All right, that's where that bit ends.
Yeah, so Tyler, do you have something good for me?
Do I have something good for you?
Give me the good.
Let's see.
I want that as an audio clip.
Give me the good.
Do the good things. So I've been noticing this kind of trend lately of just people on Instagram who always seem to be traveling, not seeming to have a job.
That's a recent trend, you think?
Well, I don't think so. It's just I've been
about,
on
yeah.
Instagram.
About 8 years.
Yeah, and I just
is
want to
Instagram.
know what they do for a living.
Travel.
But that doesn't make sense.
No.
How do they get money?
So here's what
Where
I
does the
think,
money come from?
Here's what I think a lot of it is. I think a lot of it is they go to Florida once and for like a long weekend and they take a million pictures, one in every piece of clothing that they bought. And then throughout the
I'm
rest
talking
of the
about
year,
the really good Instagrammers though, not the like shitty like picture ones where they do like a fucking Dutch angle and it's just like of their drinks. I'm talking like the real aesthetic ones.
Can you show me an
okay,
example?
because
I can't.
the ones that are just like
Because I don't have Instagram on here.
Oh.
the ones that are like people are going to be that they just take a million pictures when they're on one vacation and they just post them throughout the year as if they're on vacation that whole time.
Okay.
That
Like
makes
I
sense
know
to me.
that I know that people do that. And
But what about the real aesthetic ones who are like in a different country every fucking week?
Well, they probably have some job that allows them to travel often, like
or
maybe-
they're Instagram influencers.
yeah, or they're models.
Let's
or
just
some
say
shit.
it's just a random person. Okay.
I don't know.
But I don't know if we can assume that they are random people.
Either-
if they're traveling,
either they
all the
got,
time.
like,
But they have
Mom.
unverified accounts. That's my big thing. Is that they
Oh,
always
they're
have
unverified?
unverified accounts.
Okay, so it could be mommy and daddy's money.
That's what I always want to say.
Well,
It's just got to be.
Well, Matt Watson on Twitter for a long time was unverified.
Well, that's because
That's a very different thing, though.
Well, Matt Watson obviously isn't an influencer. Like he's just the lanky boy. He's just,
He's just the lanky boy.
He's just the malnourished slave boy. He doesn't deserve to be verified. But Ryan
FarmersOnly.com.
Mason Dixon McGee, he needs to be verified. He owns a farm.
It could be. that they're just photoshopping them.
Interesting theory.
That's how I like to twist
They're
it,
just
right?
all
Like,
really good at Photoshop.
not even. They know people who are good at Photoshop.
Ooh.
They just send them the pictures and they're like, work your magic. Put me in Petty today.
Like because
Scotland,
I showed you that one video of the person who was selling not a product, not like anything, but access to a private Facebook chat where they just give tips on eating healthy and editing photos.
Oh, yeah.
And it's $22 a month.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like, who do you think you are where you think you can do that? Like, because anyone can do that. Yeah. Because that's always what I think is that, like, people who are making money off of the internet by just, like, selling something anyone can offer.
Yeah.
It's like they just jumped at an opportunity that all of us thought was just too dumb to do anything with or, like, too shameful to do anything with.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they have, like, no shame.
They just inherently think they are better than you.
Yeah. And
you're lucky.
Like no one has ever thought of it. It's just
The
like, no,
biggest-
everyone's thought of it. It's just no one's shitty enough.
the biggest example of this is premium Snapchats.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
we're gonna get.
all right,
Oh,
all
I'm
right.
sorry.
We're
I'm
gonna-
so sorry.
No, we're
I'm
gonna get into
sorry.
something, and
No,
we're not
oh,
gonna
God.
be. We're gonna tiptoe this lightly.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
We're gonna be real light with this. What I always wonder is because on Twitter I see a lot of people that are like, fucking DM me or like pay for access to like my private Dropbox or my Snapchat. It's like, I'm running a sale right now. I'm moving next week and I'm running a sale. Buy my nudes, buy my nudes, buy my nudes. How much money do you think they make?
Oh, tons.
I can't believe it though. I can't because one,
You wanna know-
they're always running sales. All the time. All the time is a sale.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of horny fucking dudes.
What do you think grocery stores do?
Okay, but like, it always seems so desperate as like, I need the money right now
Yeah, it's
or
a
I'm going to be
tactic.
kicked out.
It's a tactic.
I just can't like,
I mean, there was that story about the the one premium Snapchat gal who was boasting about her premium Snapchat on Twitter, and then 4chan saw it and was like, "Hey, let's get this bitch audited by the IRS," and they did.
see, that's shitty.
Yeah, that's even more shitty.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because 4chan
Did
hates
she go
women.
down?
Oh yeah, she went down. Like one of the next tweets on her account was, "Who the fuck reported my private Snapchat? I'm getting audited." And the post on
Because she never paid taxes on any of
Yep.
it.
And then the post on 4chan was like, "We did it, boys." It's like, Jesus shit.
Yeah, that's shitty because like whatever. It's the same thing with strippers, dancers, anything. People just hate sex work inherently. Don't know why. But I'm not hating on sex work. I just want like
I want an in. How do
I
you
want
get
to
it?
be a
Do
sex
you know
worker.
any? Do you have to know
like,
someone?
I want to know, like, I want to see their, like, just like your local girls, not like really big ones, like local girls who sell their nudes. I want to see like their like PayPal like invoices every month. Like, I want to see how much money. Like, I don't want to shit on anyone. I just because I feel like if you ever asked them, they'd lie to make it sound like they're making way more money than they are.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that they're making a fuck ton of money if you're like local as shit and you're selling like videos of butt plugs for $15, like access to an entire Dropbox for $15. Because I can get that literally anywhere else for free and better. Like, I can get 4K porn for free. I don't need to pay. If I want to see every single pore around the asshole, I can see that. Are there pores around the asshole?
Okay, Tyler.
never
you
seen-
couldn't see it.
Let's play this out really quick, okay?
Okay.
You are a premium Snapchat holder.
Yes.
I am a desperate, horny 50-year-old with lots of money.
Okay.
Start off with your advertisement for your premium Snapchat.
Cum spelled C-U-M, buy my nudes, and then like the flower emojis next to it and like the star emoji.
I DM you. Hey, how do I get into your Snapchat?
Hey. So follow this link and then just drop $50 in and then I'll accept you.
Here's 100, winky face. Let me know if this opens up any doors for me.
Oh, you're so nice. Cute too. Here, take this.
And that's where they get their money.
See,
Goddamn. That's genius.
you can get it anywhere for free though. Like you have to seek out these local people.
No, you
But
don't.
that's the thing, Tyler.
They
It's
will come to you.
It's like when we were talking
Yeah,
about
they
how
come to you.
how you'd spend a
Come
lot
to
of
you.
money.
Yeah.
They always spell cum, C-U-M.
Of course. Why would you not?
Okay,
It's so overplayed.
think about when we were doing the cost of an orgasm thing.
Yeah.
If you're like super horny and you need like you're gonna pay a lot more money for like that opportunity.
Plus, there are some
When they're creeping and they're like, oh, she's not like a big porn star. She's like a regular girl that I could get with. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
It takes the
yeah,
star
yeah.
away.
Ooh, I never considered this. You said something that made me consider. It's not the fact because like I always thought of it as it's like it's someone that you know or like know from Twitter, and that could be the drive of it. But I think you just opened up my third eye.
Yeah.
Which is it's not about that they can like view porn stars for free and like they get these videos from these girls
Yeah.
for like a price. It's the fact that if they think they pay these girls enough, they'll have sex with them.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly what Tay just said.
There you go. Yeah.
But you worded it more just
yeah, fuck you
blunt.
too. Fuck
No,
you too.
no, you-
no, fuck you
Yeah,
too.
You set up you set
No,
up a
fuck you
nice
too.
you set
No,
up a
fuck you
nice
too.
example. You set up a nice example and had me explore every single nook and cranny of it.
Ah.
But
Oh, Jesus Christ.
when you just say it blunt, it hits my third eye better.
Tay,
Yeah?
please finish this podcast.
Please finish me off. $5 vibrator videos. Watch Hot Solo Girl.
All right, both of you get over here. All right, thanks for watching the podcast, everybody. This has been a really great run. I couldn't keep it up. I'm sorry.
If you know anyone that runs a private Snapchat or like sells Dropbox videos or anything,
Hit me up with that
honestly,
link, though.
no judgment. I'm not being shitty. I'm not shaming sex work. I think if you do it, that's fantastic. You found an opportunity. You're getting paid. I just want to know your average monthly income. Not in a shitty way. I'm just so curious. It's just a curiosity. It's not me trying to be shitty.
Not in a shitty way, but like you're not even fucking hot, so there's no way you're making money. Like I'm not even being shitty about this, but you're just fucking ugly, so
Anyway,
that's what Tyler just said essentially.
No, it isn't.
Is it pretty close? Save us.
Anyway,
What? I didn't say anything
Shut
like
the fuck
that.
up. I'm closing the podcast.
Hush your mouth.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching and or listening to wherever you may be watching and or listening to this podcast. Go ahead and reach out to any one of us on Twitter if you want to get involved in the show. We will respond to anything that we can. We are all on Twitter. The brand is on Twitter. Comment on anywhere. And we will
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. And we'll be able to see it. And go ahead and rate us on any of the podcast outlets.
Yes, please.
And that's it for this one. We'll see you next time.
We have new shows
Oh,
as
sorry,
well.
yes,
We-
yes, yes.
We have
check
new
out
shows.
Google
Check-
Assistant Game Show
check 'em out.
and Shapeless Skyrim if you watch this but you don't watch that.
We're also
Watch
at
that.
Shapeless Gaming on Snapchat. It's premium.
We're not.
You can pay me
we do that?
$15
Oh my
and
God,
I'll
we'll
give you
strip.
access for the month.
Dude.
You want to get
Dude.
into this game?
I'm trying to make some money.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet.
Let's get audited by the IRS. That'll bring us to national news and then
Oh my god.
subs.
Oh my god. We kickstart a Shapeless nude calendar.
Dude. If we get 2,000 subscribers by
I'll do it now.
Before we
by
do
March 2000,
Okay.
we'll do a nudes
it, before
calendar.
we do it, I'm going to set up a GoFundMe so I can get $40 to go get a Brazilian.
I will also do
Just-
that. Let's
just use Harry's.
let's just do a
That's going to be the 5 German steel blades that are going to give you the closest shave to your asshole imaginable. And like, guess what? With their foaming gel and their post-shave aloe, your asshole's not even going to be itchy or anything. You're going to be able to get right across that grundle, the devil's driveway. You can go horizontal across it. You can go vertical up and down it. And they're never going to cut you because Harry's gives quality.